And we will get to that. But first, we have this slimy piece of shit, okay? So he made this video to clarify from his point of view the whole situation with Az.
Can I just say
That
something?
pretty much sums it up right there. Yeah, go ahead.
He avoids the fact that he called out Az in the beginning altogether. He pretends like that part never happened, and then he just plays victim. So I just wanted to put that out there.
This guy's face pisses me off.
Look at that face.
Just
he wants to suck it, but who wants to stick their dick in that, you know?
Does this guy ingest any vitamins whatsoever? The dude looks like he's like on his deathbed.
Yeah,
what's stretched around his neck too? What is that? Is that like a towel or what's happening?
Yeah, I was wondering
that
like
he's trying to be a priest or something.
Is it like his bib? Was he getting spoon fed?
Like a robe or something?
It's a very weird choice of clothing.
Like, this fool's never been punched in the mouth before. Like, he's one of those guys that went through life without ever getting into a fucking fight or anything. So he just says whatever fuck he says without any consequences. I mean,
who said that? Like
commentary, we have Johnny the Whiz Kid popping in.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, Johnny. What up, Johnny?
Oh, Johnny.
Good to see you all.
Konnichiwa, Johnny-san.
Oh, Genki desu ka? What is that?
Looks like Johnny is time traveling from the 80s right now.
There's the timestamps right here. So now I have the authentication now that it is legit. It is raw footage. So
guys, we got 25 people in chat, and I think the video only actually no, we have 24 likes. That's cool. Well, if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button, okay? Because that's fun. And it helps us, get more prominent and change the world and just do whatever we're doing. I'm gonna be president someday, and your contributions helps. We've got the StreamYard's donation link up for anyone who wants to send super chats. But now let's get back into this Actman situation. Guys, maybe we've been judging him too much by just reading his tweets and looking at his face. Maybe we need to hear his words, okay? Maybe he's gonna say some stuff that's really gonna clarify what he meant when he says that Az needs to be shot. Okay, I'm sure he's going to clarify that.
All right, what's up, everybody? This video is going to be posted on Twitter. It's going to be the evidence I talked about in regards to the Sweet Baby Inc. stuff. If you're in the loop on that, great. If not, long story short, I made a tweet about Sweet Baby Inc. looking into it, and it has reignited the discourse around Starfield. So let's start with this. This account made this tweet, how it started.
I mean, I personally, if I was in his situation, I'd start by bringing up what I said about shooting Az and clarifying and apologizing about that. I mean, he's just glossing over that whole section.
He doesn't acknowledge it.
And he's talking about memology 101?
Yeah, this guy, one of the best memer on the internet.
Well, yeah, this is what riled up the whole thing all over again, was this one tweet. So
let's continue.
Started versus how it's going, kind of clowning on me a little bit. And I'm like, I don't recall hearing about Sweet Baby Inc. when all that Starfield discourse was going down. So I've only learned of this company's existence in the last week or so. By the way, it turns out Starfield has no connection with Sweet Baby Inc. as far as we know. My offer to Az is still open if he changes his mind and wants to talk with me, public or private. So here's what Az says. We had an opportunity to speak. I lost interest when you were talking out of both sides of your mouth. One side saying you wanted to talk and we were trying to arrange a time. The other side making more videos, shitting on me for views as you were just another content engagement farmer. You showed me who you were, someone not worth the time of day. Okay. This kind of upsets me because content engagement farmer. Meanwhile, yesterday you made a 13-minute video based off of 2 tweets I made. Who's farming?
Who initiated this? Who started this by saying that this guy crying about pronouns needs to be shot before he hurts someone?
He did. He the one that said that he needs to be shot. So he started it.
And to circle back around to what Yo Pop said, if you're gonna throw a punch, you better make sure that motherfucker lands, because he threw a weak punch, broke his wrist on Az's face, and now he's hurting. And Yo Pops knows what I'm talking about. You've had those winky tink like right crosses. If you're gonna throw a punch, you better, yeah. So he has obviously never thrown a punch in his life. He's like, yeah. It's like, well, you threw the first punch. Don't get mad that you didn't knock him out. It's like now you're dealing with the consequences.
You say I'm content and engagement farming, but I made one video on the topic in which you are not the sole focus of it, and I didn't use your face or name in the title or thumbnail. Not much of a farm, is it? So look, man, you got your reasons for not wanting to talk to me after all this. I understand. What I don't get is why you're continuing to fan the flames and farm me for content if that's what you're calling me out for doing. I'm posting this video to Twitter, man. I'm going to make...
Again, fan the flames. Okay, so basically, let's say you're in the position where you say, you know what Az said about the pronoun things, you make your argument about that. Some guy goes and posts that you need to be shot for having this opinion and that he wants to see all the future games just have so many pronouns and be filled up with pronouns just to make this one guy mad. And he starts this, he carries this on and he continues this, and then he brings it up 6 months later and he's complaining that Az made a video about it. Am I missing something?
I don't. It's not even like he's gotten to the point where he's not only is he ignorant. I think he's just plain stupid. Like, because he there's people that just are narcissistic and they can't notice what they're doing, but then there's people like him who do a snap zoom on like who's farming. Like if you notice that he zooms into himself, he had to actually go into his editor and be like, "Who's farming?" Because he thought he just owned the chuds, you know. If you go back and watch that, it's like he took a time out of his day to say, yeah. He just looked at it, he's like, yeah, I got him. I got that guy. You know this. Hey, go ahead.
All of $3 if I'm lucky. I don't have plans to make a video on Sweet Baby Inc. or you. So if that's what we're going to do, I'm at least going to share the DMs between me and the third party, which show.
Whoa, so listen, guys. Imagine you and me have a disagreement, okay? You and me, something came up. You said I said I put a tweet out that you should be shot, okay? We've got disagreement and we're talking. Okay, we're talking behind the scenes, right? Because why make something like this public? And then let's say I suddenly say, hey, I'm just gonna leak all of our stuff in some attempt to expose you for something, which isn't even the case here because we'll see later there's nothing to expose Az for. That's a pretty scummy thing to do. Would you guys agree?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, we're all real men
Absolutely.
here. We would never do such a thing.
Like,
Exactly.
expose what of everything?
We're about to see. That's exactly absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I continuously reached out with good intentions. We could have talked on a live stream on your channel. I think a lot of people would have tuned into that. Probably would have gotten a lot.
That's all he cares about. All he cares about is people tuning in, get that content, get that engagement. Who cares about being genuine, right?
Exactly.
of views, donations, and ad revenue, and we could
Donations, ad revenue, it's all he wants.
squash the beef in front of everyone. And it's funny because something similar is happening right now with me and another creator, Tommy C, someone who's arguably criticized me harder than any.
And that's the guy we had up earlier with the whole clip of him being a hypocrite.
So is he trying to talk business during this whole conversation he's trying to have with Az?
No, he's trying to play victim right now.
But he's mentioning all those things about making money also.
Because that's all he cares about.
He's trying to take advantage of every opportunity to make money for his content as well.
Yeah,
like,
he got buried 6 months ago.
I don't
and
think
he's
that's
getting
like-
buried now.
Yeah, it's like when you're trying to be genuine, you're supposed to put everything business-wise aside and make this about just those two people. And when you include, money, then like you're not really interested in trying to resolve any issues that they have with each other. So that's kind of rude for him to include all that stuff.
And
There's
listen,
a way to
I
do it,
respect
though.
the
Yeah,
grift.
go ahead.
I respect the engagement trying to go after that stuff. But you can't go and attack someone and then go and play victim and try and incorporate the grift in with being a hostile and being a victim. Those don't work. Those things don't work together. Guys, I'm so sorry. I really wish me and Az could have made a video and made all this money, but we actually weren't able to do that. And it really makes me personally sad and attacked that he's making these videos. And I really wanted to monetize his videos for myself. I don't want him making videos and just getting the money himself. I want to be on there with him. And yeah, who cares that I said he should be shot in the streets? But I just please can we squash the beef on stream so we can get some super chats, please? Also, guys, send super chats right now on this stream, please.
It might work for Amaranth, but it just comes off as pathetic for him.
It really is, and it really is a window into his soul. He's like, well, he could have made some money. It's just like, well, yeah, if you're authentic and you put out good content, it's a wellspring. It just kind of comes naturally. Like if you're authentic, then people follow because that's why YouTube is so popular right now, is because we're starving for authenticity. We just want somebody that's not full of shit, and that's why people
So,
follow.
like, guys, we had Jay on the other week, Drunk 3PO, someone who I really respect and really enjoy watching. And I was very curious about this whole represent thing because there was almost no information put out about it. I had a lot of questions. I felt that some of the advertising was very misleading. So when Jay came on, I asked him some very direct questions, some questions that someone who isn't very intelligent could assume to be hostile, which they weren't, but they're questions because you need to ask questions to get response, to learn information, so that the chat and you guys watching can learn more about what represent and learn more about what's happening. Because I'm a genuine person, Jay's a genuine person, Actman is not at all a genuine person, and I believe we've seen that on full display, and we still have more to see with him leaking this stuff between, and bringing Mahler into this as well.
Dude, this guy reminds me of those guys that they talk shit and all that, and then when you punch them right in the fucking face, they wonder like, oh my god, why'd you punch me in the face? And they go crying. Like it's fucking annoying, man. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna call the police on you.
Yeah, dude.
I actually had to happen once in college. This guy I had enough of it, and I busted his lip. And he's like, I'm calling the campus police, and I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, really?
Well, fuck you.
You can't take a hit as an adult. You can't defend yourself. Like, why are you trying to play?
Which is not a good play, by the way, because even if they ran over there as fast as they could, I still had 30 seconds of free hits. So
I've never got it.
Get my money's worth.
I've never gotten into a fist fight with a bully, but I have dealt with a bully before.
Then you haven't lived, Johnny.
My channel got
Oh, just wait till Japan, Johnny. Wait till Japan.
Monetized. He and I had some beef. It was pretty bad. So if me and Tommy can hop on a live stream and hash this shit out, then you and I could have too. Again, for more context, the Starfield hot take
Just out of curiosity, did he say that Tommy should be shot? Does anyone know? I don't think so. Did he? I don't know anything about this Tommy guy. But yeah, seems like two very different circumstances.
It's posted on September 13th. Now, Az had posted other videos about Starfield.
Az is majestic as hell, folks. Az is majestic as hell.
Video was posted on September 13th. Now,
not a man.
Look at this comparison. Az is out there spreading. He's the silverback. He is dominant. Look at this little guy in the corner, just shrank back with his bathrobe on. Okay, look at this comparison, folks.
Az had posted other videos about Starfield discourse. We were both at the center of that. So yeah, of course, we're going to make content. We're YouTubers. That's what we do. I have no issues with him criticizing me in this video. I might disagree with the things that he said, but the fact that he made this video at all, I have no problems with. So this video was posted September 4th. This one's September 8th. So all the DMs I'm going to show you are between me and Mahler. I don't.
Yeah, just so again, no one knew Mahler was named media until now. I just out and leak it, right? Who cares?
Why is he bringing Mahler into this?
Because so basically,
Mahler was the mutual contact.
Mahler was the
between
mutual, which wasn't something that should be exposed. Oh, he was the go-between between Az and this guy.
He was like the mediator,
like the middleman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And they had, their private communications, which this guy just decided without anyone's permission that he's just going to go and leak, and revealed Mahler was involved, and it revealed just all of this stuff. Why? Who fucking knows? I guess he somehow thinks it's going to benefit him, which this is clearly a bad look for him. So I don't know.
I don't want nobody giving Mahler shit for this. He did his best to try and mediate a conversation. He was in an awkward position. Nobody.
Yeah. Nobody go out there and expose that Mahler was trying to have this civil conversation between me and Az. Nobody just go and put that out there on the internet and leak it and leak all the conversations. Who would do something like that, man? Who would do that, man?
Nobody give Mahler shit, okay? So here are the DMs with Mahler.
Here we go. Here are the DMs. Let me pull up my DMs with Kevin G. For anyone who doesn't know, we were going to have Kevin G on the show a few weeks ago, and some stuff went really wrong with him in the Discord between him and some other people who I won't name names because I'm not the Actman. But yeah, I could pull up messages and be like, oh yeah, here's my chat with Kevin G and the other guy who offended Kevin G. I'm not going to do that because what's the point? But this dude's having a field day with it.
say, some people in my Twitch chat were telling me I should ask you to set up a discussion with Az and have you be a moderator. What do you think about that? September 6th. Just pay attention to the dates and times. Mahler says, I'm super unfamiliar with the game. I don't think Az is going to be interested. He's just carrying on doing his thing. Not much of a fan of any of the viral posts about him, being that there's so much missing context about his views on the whole thing. Great. Let's talk, and you can provide that context to me directly. Is there something specific you wanted to talk to him about? Well, I think it'd be good for us to talk about it. Could do well for our channels and bridge the gap, so to speak. You make your videos, I make my video. Then we can come together, talk about it on your channel, my channel, and have an interesting conversation. We make content. Hopefully squash the beef, shake hands, move on. Everyone's happy. You could pose the idea to him and see what he says. You know me decently well. I'm not the type of person to hold grudges or hate someone just because I disagree with them. I'm sure we wouldn't just talk about the game, but the concepts of woke culture and media too. I wouldn't necessarily want to treat it as a debate. So at this point in time, I don't want the conversation between me and Az to be treated as like, okay, I'm right, you're wrong, let's fucking go.
Again, he wants Az to be shot.
Yeah, what he just described, he's like, I'm right, you're wrong, let's go. Yeah, that's called a debate, you homo. Like, that's exactly what it is, you know. And if you can't stand up to it, the problem with people like Actman is he tries to weaponize the social contract. If somebody's going to come on your stream, you're going to be nice and you're going to try to be cordial, and he doesn't have the good graces to honor that himself, so he's going to weaponize that and talk shit after the fact. So you meet people like this throughout your life, and I wouldn't even give this guy the time of day, honestly. Like he just doesn't pass the sniff test. He just looks like a squealer. He looks like somebody that's going to out your information to make himself look better. Like, I wouldn't even trust him off the bat.
Malty, I guess, is willing to down upwards. Yeah, Kevin G does get oiled up, and Malty says, "Yeah, I'll name my own name." Apparently, I offended the real Kevin G. Yeah, so we did have Kevin G on the Discord. We were talking to him and his dad about coming on the show, and Malty and someone else I won't name did apparently offend Kevin G and his dad to the point where they were set up to come on episode 3, and they did not end up coming on episode 3 because of that stuff. But do you see me out here making videos about it and leaking my personal DMs with Kevin G and his dad and Multi? No, you don't. Okay, so there's a bit of comparison for you folks. Yeah, Molly was not
someone
pleased
needs
about
to
this.
clip that picture. Someone needs to clip that picture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mo, get to work.
Can one of you find out Marlo's tweets about this and put a link in that private chat so we can show those later? Marlo's tweets about this. If one of you can find me a link to those.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Go ahead. I'll grab it. Yeah.
Kevin G again. Yeah, guys. Kevin G. I mean, it's a good comparison. Okay. Kevin G never dies until his dad just goes off the walls and shoots him one day. I fully believe that's gonna happen.
He got assassinated or something like that. Can we stop talking about it now?
Kevin G is always going to hunt us.
Wait, hunt us or haunt us?
I don't hunt. I guess Kevin G's gonna hunt us. He's about to hunt us down.
Good. We'll have an excuse to get rid of him.
Would you quit fueling it? Jeez.
Oh yeah. So this is what happened, guys. I guess since Malty's okay with this, I'm not pulling an Actman, okay? But listen, we were on a Discord call like 3 weeks ago with Kevin G and his dad.
Allegedly.
And his dad came on and he was like, "Hey, we're about to have another kid." And Malty was like, "Are you gonna let your kid choose their own gender or what?" And the dad was like, "I guess we have a daughter or something." And Malty just asked something about like pronouns. And the dad got really offended and called Hoodie D, you know, our other co-host, very alt-right leaning. And yeah, that's the Kevin G drama, folks.
Malty was a lot nicer than I was because I dropped one. I don't know. I'm not sure if you heard it, but mine was not nearly as nice as that. So
when Kevin G was on the call, you did?
Yeah, I said, well, you did so good with the first one, you know. So
I didn't even hear that.
Oh, I missed that. I think
Loudly.
it wasn't really Kevin G's dad.
If you're gonna try to be famous,
Kevin G is the ticking time bomb, and that bomb is about to go off, and I will be covering it the second it goes off. Okay.
I need more beer if we're going to talk about Kevin G.
Of the Kevin G video is on the way.
I need some Everclear if we're going to talk about Kevin G.
All right, moving
All right,
on.
well,
All right,
All
let's
right, thanks for permission, Multi.
all right, let's go back to this. Let's get back to this weekly person.
DM
Let's get back
Actman to
to
make a
weekly.
Kevin G video.
I'm gonna call him a dweeb.
well, you know what? Since I gotta go. It's gonna be Kevin G, and then this guy, man, this Ant-Man, man, this guy's really pissing me off right now, dude. I can't listen to any more of this motherfucker, dude. But no,
It is
but
pretty
seriously,
awesome.
I do have to take off though. So.
Okay.
We'll see you,
Bye, man.
Pops. Do you have anything to shout out?
I keep on saying this, but eventually I'm gonna start streaming. I just got to get the funds ready to get some equipment. But follow me on YouTube, YoPops215. Follow me on X or Twitter at YoPops215. And then yeah, that's pretty much it.
Check your
Awesome.
local rooftops.
That's right. That's right.
Well, good to see you, Pops.
Yeah. Hey, same. Hey, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. All right.
All right, see you, man.
Peace.
I'm getting my
And Yo
equipment
Pops will be
forever.
on. We have our Slave Masters Unite 3 history stream, part 3 this Saturday. Me, Multi, Yo Pops, and maybe someone else might be on that. So that'd be a good time. Definitely tune in there. And guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, please, because that's fun. We're gonna get back to this video, but first I do want to bring up Mahler's tweets about this, and then we'll go back and keep covering the Soy Boys video. So we have. Mahler says, I don't tolerate leaked DMs. Just something I consider a breach of trust. With those I enjoy working with and those I don't. Can be workable if it's mutually understood and agreed upon or in very specific circumstances, etc. But I wasn't asked permission on this one. And this is, after
Completely understandable.
he just went in and leaked everything,
Yeah, he acknowledged that he leaked the tweets and he was like, I'm sorry. And then he just left it at that. That was it on that live stream with that one dude.
The Tommy C
So-
who no one even knows about.
Yeah. The person that he keeps getting into beefs with that are like 50,000
I know.
subs, like
Yeah,
Like,
apparently
he
he keeps
just
getting
hunts you
into these
down
arguments
constantly.
with this Tommy C guy, and then they keep having streams to like settle their beef and get views or something.
it's really weird.
That is weird.
Yeah, it seems like a second.
It's almost
time
like they're not acting like real men. It's almost like they're
Yeah,
a bunch of
exactly.
pussies.
I actually have to go get some water. Do you guys want to continue discussing this and maybe mention what Mahler says down here? I will be right back.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't have to listen to Kevin G.
It really sounds like
So-
someone just doesn't know how to talk to people or how to settle things. Like he's probably nervous to confront him by himself like an adult, and he wants to have a middleman to try and make things compromisable. Like, no, that's childish. So like, you're supposed to be an
It
adult.
sounds like he just wants Az to come on his show so he can have
Yeah,
content.
that too. He wants to profit off of his trying to settle things. That's like I said, it's
Right.
inappropriate, and you don't do that.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
probably saw
I mean,
how much
ahead.
engagement was on Twitter and was like, man, that should happen on my channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he wants to treat it like you see those drama shows on cable. Remember Jerry Springer?
Yeah.
I didn't watch a
Yeah,
lot
no.
of that, but I guess they do it on purpose. Just that's because of the entertainment value. Drama.
Everything's fake.
Yeah, it's a limit stage.
And this is a problem with current people, current men. I use that term very loosely. Is people like Actman, people that were raised with not a lot of strife in their life. They didn't have to fight for anything. They think that that you can just treat other people like this and that's a good thing. And it's just like, that is not how men act. Like you try to, it might be uncomfortable, but you have to reach a common ground to gain an understanding. Actman wants to win. And has sensed that. Hell,
And
I
make
sense
money.
that by listening to him for 10 seconds. I don't watch Actman, but I've been following him, 10 seconds in, I'm like, this guy has no honor. No, we're not perfect, but we try to do right by people, and we try to be respectful of other people, even if we don't like them, to try to reach a common ground. And this is stuff you do when you're like in fourth grade, what Actman is doing. This is not what a real man does. You know, if he wants,
Yeah.
you know, that's why he's being called Actman, because you use the term man for a sniveling little shit like Actman is an affront to people that try to lead their life with respect and honor and treating other people, even if they might not disagree, with a modicum of respect or some decency. And he's offered none of that. He threw Mahler under the bus to make a point and win a conversation. It's not about winning, it's about understanding. That's what this little gamer word doesn't understand. It's about you're not going to change his mind. He's not going to change your mind, but if you it's to gain an understanding of where you guys are, and you go your separate ways. Real men don't care what you think. You know, they don't lose sleep over this. They don't farm comments or any of that bullshit. They're just like, okay, yeah, he doesn't agree with me. I don't care. I'm not going to worry about some high school drama with some guy that wears a robe from Mad Men in front of his creepy ass apartment. You know, so that's all I have to say. It just drives me nuts. I hate people that cannot that are of an age that are 18 and above that make a living for themselves that act like little
entitled people. Yeah.
Entitled. Thank you. I was going to go. I'm trying to censor myself. There's a lot of words that I couldn't get through, but yeah, no, they're just entitled, and it's just like, look, you can have disagreements. You can disagree with somebody. You can have a bad take. You know, you just own it, and you're like, yeah, okay, that's what I believe. And if that person believes something else, you say that's what I believe. But weak men act like that. They want people to fall in line, and they want to shame people into thinking the way they think, and that's why Actman is a little bitch.
I just know that you don't incite violence for something so petty.
Like I said, he wouldn't even know what end of the gun to hold. So I'm not really concerned what Actman is doing.
All right, let's get back to this guy's horrendous, hypocritical video. Oh my! Oh yeah, guys. Mo, can you get a screenshot of that so you can take a little? Do
That's a
something later?
pretty good thumbnail. Use that.
Say,
always use an open mouth that looks so weird. You know, my mom always makes fun of the way Trump talks, and like the way he opens his mouth is like a fish. That's what she says.
You know what? You know what's really problematic is his beard. It looks like he grabbed some hair off a barbershop floor and glued it to his face. Like it is the most. This is. It's okay if you can't grow a beard. There's a few people in the chat that can't grow a beard. That's okay. We're okay
I'm
with
trying
that.
to get rid of mine.
Guys, MMA case is on point. This is the white Director X. You guys know about the whole Director X thing? This is exactly what he tried to do with Az. It's the exact same thing.
Drama farming.
I think there's too much bad blood at this point. He doesn't believe you made those tweets in the interest of understanding the situation, but rather for engagement. He's not interested, and I don't think he will be convinced otherwise. He felt very supportive of you and a lot of what you had to go through, like the demonetization. So obviously this has created a very sour impression. Understandable. Then let's talk in private, just the three of us. Private conversation, not about content. Let's just try to understand each other. I made those tweets because I didn't understand what he was saying. And because it's the internet. You know, we're public figures. You goof and gaff on me, I do the same. He doesn't strike me as a shy man. What could be the harm in a private conversation? I very much appreciate that he was supportive of my situation back then. I will always have a certain level of respect for people that did. Tell him that's why I'm reaching out. This is still true. This is still true. I still have a certain amount of respect for Az for having my back in my darkest time. It might create more drama to tag Az in a public tweet, and I have no other way to contact him, so I'd like to settle this bad blood if possible. I understand if it puts you in an awkward middleman situation. I've spoken with Az, and he said he is happy to have a private chat with us. The idea of no audience and just...
You know what might be awkward? Is when someone goes and like puts all your private conversations out there.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a private DM then, so like
yeah, it's fucked up.
I don't know, that's a good thing to do.
And Mahler is
Just
like the
figure
most
out the
innocent person in all this too, and he's the one that was mistreated, you know.
Yeah, it's confusing, but nah, I don't think I approve of this.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
communications, differences in a call will hopefully have some good outcomes. Only he's gotten a fever and I think has the flu right now, so might need like a week before setting this up. Do you want to let me know what kind of availability you have? Sounds good. Let him know that I do have a video about Starfield hot takes going up. It's a bit late for me to unpull the trigger, and it is mostly for content purposes. As he made a couple videos on this subject, I hope he understands. There are more important things than our squabble disagreement on this subject. He stuck up for me in my darkest hour, so I want to make sure he knows he has an ally should his channel ever face any unfair demonetization of videos or, God forbid, his channel gets terminated. That's what I was going to say. So at this point, you might be asking the question, well, if you were trying to mend the bridge, why did you post the video? There's a few reasons. Number one.
Yeah. Why
None of
did you
them are
post the
good.
video?
To further
Guys, why?
to further the proof that he tried, I don't know.
Well, before
Yeah.
Az even put out his response today, I saw Dermy pointed out online that just cut that part out.
Exactly.
Right?
And that's what Az even says in his video. Guys,
Yeah,
send
exactly.
super hats.
Super.
This Twitter exchange took place over a week, and I had no indication until I finished the video that Az was down to talk to me. This is pretty bad timing. I just spent 30, 35, 40 hours on a video. What am I going to do? Just scrap it? Reason I posted it, I didn't think it would hurt his feelings, honestly. In fact, I made a concentrated effort to make the video not just about him. I included a bunch of different Starfield hot takes. He seemed like the type of guy who could take criticism, roll with the punches, and laugh at himself a bit. I respected that. I'll be available until the
It's
16th.
different
I'll be
than, like,
leaving to go visit someone.
Called
It's just so funny to me how he keeps going back to the stuff he's just leaked. Just so
Yeah.
casually.
It's like, oh, here's the chat I had with somebody privately. Check it out.
I don't get how people followed this guy, how he gained such a following. He's such a little
He's got like a
feeble
million and
twat
something
of a human
subs.
being.
How long has he been doing this?
A long time, I think.
Yeah, I think
So
been
he's a
around for
top
while.
he's a top YouTuber.
Yes,
Yeah.
he started this when he started growing his beard. He's almost there. You'll get there, buddy.
Guys, I promise, listen, someday we're gonna hit like 1 million subs or something. I'm still gonna be genuine, okay? I'm gonna spit the hard facts about Kevin G and represent no matter what. Okay, I
All right,
promise
see,
you
that
guys.
doesn't make me trust you anymore.
And I'm never gonna leak my private conversations with anyone of my co-hosts or future guests.
You mean like
know,
that video
I
you made
promise.
about me where you took me out of context?
Well, what if someone doesn't believe you and you need to show the private conversation?
Well, that's a very different type of situation than if there's like, I don't
Okay.
know, legal stuff involved.
All
As
right.
he made a couple videos on the subject, I hope he understands. We're content creators. We make videos. We're both involved in this. I don't have any problems with him making videos about it, so I expect the same courtesy. I expect the understanding that we can critique each other on videos and come together and actually talk to each other like real people. It's very important he understands that whatever our disagreements on this subject, I am 100% willing to help him should his channel ever be in jeopardy. That being said,
Yeah, imagine if someone said they wanted to shoot him. Imagine if someone said that this guy should be shot. Good thing Actman's here to go in and protect Az, right? In case someone says something like that, you know? Good to know. Yeah, Shaka Zulu, you're 100% right. This guy contradicts himself like every
So
sentence.
many times.
put many hours into this latest video and I can't just pull it. You seem strong-willed though, so hopefully it doesn't bother him
Just
much.
pull it. I
Big
had to put
fucking
it up.
miscalculation on my part.
All I
Right.
care, he keeps going back to how much hours he put in, how much he wants the content. He wants to go on stream and squash the beef and get the engagement, you know? It's like,
Yeah, you couldn't wait
So
a week to
superficial.
put this video up or just snip out some parts. It's bullshit.
Cause it did. I'd be down for a private chat. Come back from my trip. Yo, any updates? I think after the new video, he's absolutely not interested, and that's putting it nicely. Sorry, dude. I think you were both stand-up guys, but some things just don't work out. So this is how I start to get the impression that Az just wanted a one-sided shit-slinging contest. He wanted to be the one to be able to make videos, and as I've been showing you, he's ducking.
What? Well, how do you
coming
get
back.
that from the conversation? It's like you said this shit about the guy, and now he doesn't want to come on your show, so that makes him the bad guy. He just wants to make videos about it. It's like, did he even make any videos about Actman before this?
I set a trap and he didn't fall for it.
Right. This guy's just projecting
Asshole.
at this point.
He probably
Yeah.
saw.
How does anyone take him seriously? Please. How does anyone take him
Especially after saying
seriously?
he should be shot. I wouldn't want to talk to him either. I feel
Right.
more threatened, not intimidated, but threatened.
Guys, the guy I said should be shot doesn't want to talk to me. What's up with
What a
that?
shocker.
Oh my god.
Taking
Dude's
every
pathetic.
opportunity to actually confront and talk to me directly. All of these DMs had to be done through a third party because he wouldn't reach out to me. Why though? I don't understand.
Why
He made
would he
his
reach
videos and
out to
I
me?
made one.
I don't understand, guys. Why doesn't he want to talk to me?
Oh, he said he should be shot. What's the big deal?
Here's the problem, and he probably still got in trouble for this. But all he could have done was summed it up, left his name out. Well, he wouldn't have gotten in trouble for that if he just kind of just did the NDA version, which is, yeah, I talked to somebody, a mutual friend, or however he wants to put it. He'd probably say friend because he's an asshole. But
Exactly. Why
a
do you have to
mutual-
expose Mahler?
yeah,
Right, he
you
could've
could
just left
like
his name
he didn't
off.
have he didn't have to do like he didn't have to be like a courtroom stenographer and read everything back in real time. All he had to do was be like, yeah, talk to somebody. I don't agree with what he did. It didn't work out. That's how a man covers the subject. He doesn't go, well, I said this and he didn't want to talk, and he like I pwned him. It's just like,
Certainly wouldn't
What an
just like
asshole.
turn the camera on and be like,
yeah,
please feel
Like, literally,
sorry for me because this guy won't
this
have a
whole-
conversation with me after I said I wanted him to get shot.
He put too much
Yeah,
effort
these
into
last 3
putting
minutes-
this whole thing together.
yeah, all he could have said was, I tried to talk to him, couldn't get him on stream. It's all right. Da-da-da. If you even made this video, I wouldn't make this video because I'm not
No.
I'm not a douchebag, But if you're going to do it, you can say it without exposing people and like throwing somebody under the bus. You can just say, hey, da-da-da-da, and nobody knows who you're talking about unless they're really keyed in. But most viewers aren't going to understand what you're talking about, So it's so, and the fact that he even shows it on screen, he's such a.
He doesn't know how to deal
Oh,
with
shit.
it. He's just putting this together. Like he's trying to get us involved into seeing their little drama. Like nobody's interested in seeing their private conversations like this. It's like it's between you guys.
Right.
Yeah, this is what, if you were actually amongst people that actually cared about what they do and stuff, you'd get if this was in person and you pulled it and somebody pulled this shit, you would get a fat lip about 20 or 30 years ago. But that's why we have guys, Mr. Robes McGillicuddy here, reading back a DM in real time, talking shit. This is how far we've fallen. This is what somebody considers himself to be a man.
And
doesn't
guys,
know
out
what
of
he's doing.
curiosity, I did switch up my background lighting. Just let me know if it looks better or worse in chat compared to how it did before.
It looks fine.
Just a little comparison, because obviously the back's not as
Yeah,
well lit
sure.
now, but you can see my face a bit better.
No, you're good. You're good, man.
One.
Anything's
So
less
what's the
gay
deal?
than watching
Again,
Actman.
I don't want to press and make either of you uncomfortable or anything, but I'm
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make you guys uncomfortable or anything. I mean, I literally initiated all of this and carried it on, and we're at like number 7 straight of me fueling all of this. But I wouldn't want to make anyone uncomfortable to start anything. Guys, I don't want to start any drama. Just saying.
Yeah. Why is this important? Why do we want to know this?
This is for his own self gratification because he's a douchebag and a weakling, but not to hit it too on
genuinely
the nose.
confused.
But yeah.
I'm fine with his videos about me being up. I didn't think he was the type of guy to let stuff like that bother him too much. Miscalculation on my part. Rules for thee, but not for me. I get to talk shit. You can't make content about this, Actman. No. Only I get to. He doesn't believe it's about understanding the situation,
Nobody
so he's
said
not
that.
interested.
When did I say that? Show some receipts, dude. I mean, actually, so no, sorry. Probably he'll pull something up like
He's
this.
assuming this.
Yeah. I can't believe that this guy's like so stupid, I guess, for lack of better words. Like, you threatened this guy. You talked shit about him on Twitter like a little girl, and now you're wondering why Az doesn't want to talk to you. It's like, how can you be so stupid?
Exactly. Doesn't make too much sense. Guys, in chat, does this guy seem a bit hypocritical to you guys? Seems that way to me.
Interested. I've asked him a decent bit in a lot of ways, just not meant to be. What does he think my intentions are? If it's a private call, I'm not going to record it to put him on blast or anything. That would be super scummy and make me look like a dick. What's the harm in a private conversation? Like I said, I've asked him about it.
What's the harm in a private conversation?
Not anymore.
Yeah, I know, right?
What an
I just
asshole.
wanted to have a private conversation with Ez. It's not like I was going to leak it or anything. I would never do that to anybody.
As he leaks a third party's conversation.
Exactly.
Like, look at this. There's a vein in my neck right now that is about ready to pop. I'm so pissed off. I hate people like this.
That's crazy.
Guys, listen. The truth is, I'm mega ultra gay, and Kevin G actually isn't real. He never existed. Yeah. I hate to say it.
Real super
That's
Thanks for the
interesting.
$10, by the way.
Those are facts, though. Those are facts.
Money well spent. I
Money
felt
well
like the
spent.
lasso of truth
Thankfully,
was
the
wrapped
truth
around
is
Mr.
finally
Wilkins.
admitted.
I'd prefer to stop varying messages. It's just not meant to be. This is where I left it off. Well, I guess the record will show who was willing to talk and who wasn't, who was willing to discuss things like men and who cowered away like a pussy. I appreciate the effort. Apologies again for putting you in this awkward position. So I'm kind of upset at this point. It's like I'm trying my best to talk to this guy, and I'm not saying Az didn't have valid reasons and feelings for why he didn't want to talk. It's a little frustrating, but it is what it is. We both move.
By the way, that last comment is the whole entire damn reason he showed that entire chat, so he could show that last little burn, because he's such a unhappy little cretin in real life. He had to be like, yeah. I wish he'd meet Mahler in real life. Mahler is like, the name is apt. Let's put it that way. He's a giant dude. He's like 6'4" and over 200 pounds. He's huge.
Az, right?
Not both of them. I'd like to see him tag team him. I'd just take turns. Take that any way you want.
Well, wait. I'm expecting to see Mahler.
Oh, you could take that any way you want for sure.
No, I'm expecting.
I would love to see. I would love to see Actman in the middle of a wobbly H. That would make me so happy.
I'm expecting to see Mahler with the gas mask like his avatar. That would be so epic.
I was gonna say you got basically 2/3. If you just got critical drinker in there, you'd have the whole island beating the shit out of this guy. It'd be great. You got a Welshman, you got a Brit, you just need a Northerner. So, but yeah, that I could smell it. That last comment, that's why he put it in there. If he didn't get a burn on him,
right?
And he misspelled words, so he was just shaking. He's like, "Oh, I'm totally owning this, Chud." It took him 30 minutes to send that reply. Like, oh.
Well, that last comment just came off as like cringe.
Oh god, yeah.
Well, he did it totally wrong. He shouldn't have done that, and he just doesn't know how to talk to people, I guess, or do this right. He doesn't know how to make this.
No, I really know what right way to do it. He shouldn't have made a video at all. He should have just.
He shouldn't have
on his bosses
right
and
anyway.
said, "I'm
I just think he got caught violating his, or not violating, just not sticking to any sort of principles, and he doesn't want to look stupid. That's all it is.
Well, he did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Epic fail.
Exactly.
One of the biggest problems I have with one of the things he was saying is he keeps saying that the pronoun thing was an option in Starfield, which it's not. It's not an option. It pops right up as soon as the game starts. You have to choose a pronoun.
Yeah.
But even on that interview, the clip that you sent earlier, he's like, "Oh, the pronoun option." It's like you don't even know what you're arguing about.
And it's pointless. It has no bearing on the rest of the game. It was some gender studies grad that put it in the game. It doesn't show up ever again. It's just there for virtue signaling.
The game doesn't even look appealing to me. The graphics suck. They remind me of an old PC game from Windows 98 or something, or an N64.
It's like a CSI game,
Yeah.
Or they're just like they're like meat popsicles that just pop around. They have no emotion. They just talk.
I've seen.
It just looks. Oh, go ahead.
No. I mean, I think I've seen worse, but some games like that are more fun than Starfield. This just looks so boring.
Oh yeah, No Man's Sky is looks amazing compared to this. I love that.
Oh, No Man's Sky is really fun. Now,
I really want to. I have a and they owned up to it. They said, okay, we messed up. Which is more than you can say for this loser right here.
Who owned up to it?
Okay,
The
guys,
studio,
let's
they fixed
finish
it.
this
They got
guy.
it.
Studio of
Let's
Starfield.
finish this guy off.
Move on.
Okay.
We don't have to talk. The problem I have now is that you are using me to farm content and
Oh my god, dude.
What? Once again,
Dude.
engagement. You are stoking the flames while at the same time avoiding any
Az
direct.
is stoking the flames, guys. Az started
Jeez.
all of this. Az carried all of this on. Az isn't the one making this video right now, I guess.
He just made a
Conversation
statement and
with
wanted
me.
to move on.
Like
You're
this
so
guy's mad
confident
about
that I-
throwing rocks at. This guy's mad about throwing rocks at a gorilla, and now the gorilla's angry.
And to be clear,
What an
this guy's the
asshole.
one who reached out to Mahler and Az. This is the guy who started all of these chats that he's now leaking. Like, this is all him. He initiated, carried through, and is doing all of this. He's fueling it. And then he's upset, I guess, and trying to blame it on Az. There's no logic behind it. It's like Ahsoka. It's like Dave Filoni wrote this dude, okay? That's all I can say.
I'm a disingenuous
Dave-
asshole grifter who only says whatever the most socially acceptable thing is.
Yeah, actually, that's exactly what you are, just to be clear.
Then expose me for that. Expose
Yeah, no, you just exposed
He
yourself,
exposed
bud.
himself.
You just exposed yourself.
me for that on a live stream in front.
No, yeah, you just exposed yourself right here in front of
Yeah,
however.
no
How
one-
many people have seen
Nobody
this?
even needs to now.
1 million views. Yeah, you've exposed yourself pretty well there, Mister.
Not everybody,
but
where I
you're getting
can't
roasted.
hide behind the magic of editing.
Yeah,
Why
you
not?
can. You
Well,
put
it's safe
this
to
right
say-
out there. This is all
What
you.
the fuck?
I know, even
What is
with the
what is
editing.
editing? What is editing?
what?
What is editing? Speak right. If
Editing?
you're gonna act like you're an intellectual superior to somebody, don't sound like you got a dick in your mouth.
I don't think he can do that.
Jeez.
Okay, guys, as fascinating as this retard is, Biden's about to speak, and
There we go.
so yeah, I actually don't care about this guy. I think we've seen all we need to see from him. He's disingenuous. He's a hypocrite. And he's pretty similar actually to this guy who we're about to bring up. His name's Joe Biden, and he's been making a fool out of our country for the last 4 years.